Out here in the middle, I'm joined by the two captains and Cammy Smith, the ICC match referee. Special touches to today because Ricky Ponting gets to keep the coin. Polly? Call is heads, and heads it is. Just a little hesitant there, Ricky. You're going to have a bowl?
Yeah, who really knows what to do in these sort of conditions? It's, the outfield's a little bit wet, so the ball's going to get wet. The wicket looks like it might do a little bit this morning, so we'll have a bowl and see how we go.
Changes to the side that played in Port Elizabeth?
We've got a few changes today. I can't remember what they are, to tell the truth, but Andy Bickle's coming back in for a game, and Matty Hayden and Darren Lehman are out. So.
Okay. What about the series so far? 5-0 up. You've enjoyed a good stint as captain. This must be good preparation for the World Cup next year.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, we've played some pretty good cricket while we've been here, and we've been around and checked out all the conditions and the grounds that we're going to be playing on in the World Cup, and so that's good preparation for us, and it's nice to know that we've won on the grounds that we're going to be playing on in the World Cup as well. Quick
note on the conditions of South African stadia around the country. You enjoyed it?
Oh, it's been fantastic, yeah. The test matches went really well for us, and the one days have been great. The whole tour's run really well, and the wickets and the grounds that we've played on since we've been here have been excellent.
Thank you very much. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Hi, Paulie. Hard luck with the toss. You must be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know, but at night sometimes in Cape Town it goes around a bit more than it does during the day. But there will be a bit of moisture, obviously, with the overhead conditions, so it might be a bit seamer friendly. But sometimes with the Duckworth Lewis, which might come into play, it's not bad to bat first.
Yeah, I think it's not such a bad idea. Just a question: 5-0 down in the series. What's your approach going to be?
Yeah, we've got nothing to lose, obviously, but we want to end on a winning note, and it's 5 months from now until the next game, so it'll be nice to remember the last game of the season on a high note. So Cape Town's also a great place to play, and it's always a good spectators come in and watch us and give us a lot of support, so it'll be nice to win for them.
Yeah, 5-0 down, and still you've had tremendous support out at every game so far. You must have a word for the spectators and the supporters out there.
Yeah, they've been brilliant. We really do appreciate it, and the supporters have stuck with us through thick and thin, and it has been a bit of a lean period with regards to victory. So it's nice for them, and I'd just like to thank them for sticking by us. Today we've got just the two changes to our side. Nanti Hayward comes in place of Makantini, and Buta Dipana in place of John Kent.
Thanks, Sean. Enjoy the contest.
Okay, thanks.
Well, eventually, welcome to Newlands, and here's a look at the Australian side that is playing today. Jimmy Maher is going to be playing. He's in for Matthew Hayden. Brett Lee, you can see third from the bottom, is in for Jason Gillespie, and also Andy Bickle, second from the bottom, is in for Darren Lehman. So 3 changes there for the Australian side. Still a very formidable lineup. Adam Gilchrist gets another run. He'll be very, very weary by now, this late in the tour. In South Africa, well, they've made 2 changes. Buta Dipana listed to come in at number 4. He's replacing John Kent. And right at the bottom, Ananta Hayward is in the lineup replacing Makantini, which perhaps is a little bit of a surprise because he's had an outstanding summer. Also probably a little bit weary, so having a bit of a breather in this, the 7th and final one-dayer at Newlands. It is a rain-affected game. It's 43 overs per side. And there's going to be 12 overs for the fielding restrictions at the start of play. And Dave Orchard is standing in his 79th one-day international, and he's one of those umpires that is on the elite panel. Carl Herter is his partner. He's standing in just his 2nd one-day international. So conditions here still a little bit gloomy. We have had quite a bit of time just sitting around with the covers on, and the ground staff, I can tell you, are not too far away from the covers at the moment, but we're underway. Ricky Ponting has won the toss and decided to have a bowl. Conditions obviously will suit the bowling side a little bit because there will be some dampness in the track. 21 years of age is Graham Smith, and he's been one of the South African finds of the season, that's for sure. Just playing in his 4th game, averaging 57 on the one-day game so far, and has showed some real courage out the middle, provides a very good presence at the crease. Highest score of 84 in his previous game against Australia at Port Elizabeth, and then got 46 also in Durban not so long ago as well. But he's looks like he's going to be something special for the future for South African left-handed opening batsman. And Glenn McGrath is going to be bowling the first ball. 32 years of age, runs per over under 4 is outstanding, and 233 wickets at an average of 23.15 is good going as well. Best performance of 5 for 14 against the West Indies, and we're just about set. Thumbs up from Glenn McGrath. Dave Orchard has said play. Let's get underway. Something we didn't think would happen for some time yet, but here we go. Leg by to kick off proceedings. Through the covers, that's a good shot. It's a fairly short boundary on that side, and that's going to go for 4. That's confident. That's a very good start. Pull shot, it's got it over the top of mid-on. Wasn't all that short, it's just plugged a little bit. There's an indication of how wet the outfield is, and 2 more runs to Herschel Gibbs. McGrath to Herschel Gibbs, he's not out on 7. Pull shot again. He's got that away beautifully, has Herschel Gibbs. It's probably going to plug. Yes, it does, and it won't go all the way towards the rope. Stops dead. Fielders come to gather the throw, the relay throw. And in the end, Gilchrist tidies up. Bit of rain as well here at Newlands.
It's like a pull scoop, isn't it? It's not the full-on cross-batted pull. He's played it almost straight and over there. Effective. It's worked well.
Just behind square. The man was positioned just in front of square. So 2 more runs to Gibbs, and also a little of sunshine. So it's certainly a bit confused, the weather at the moment.
Yes, swirly and changeable, but Gibbs showing lots of commitment. It's not a pretty stroke. Definitely showing that you're wanting to get on with it. I suppose he can be forgiven. He's been watching the Australians belt along at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and over. He figures that 5,1 is too slow for this game against the Australians.
Sensible headwear. A couple of the umpires could do with that right now, because they're having a chat. Dave Orchard on the right, Carl Hurt on the left, and the signal to the ground staff. So that's disappointing. Signal to the ground staff to bring the covers out.
So last ball of Glenn McGrath's over. That's nicely driven. That should go for 4. Even on a heavy outfield, it's well timed. It's a good over for South Africa. Resuming again, 5 overs gone. 28 for no loss. That's well struck. That should go all the way, and it does.
That was a magnificent shot. Just had enough width here. Just watch him come down and just full face the play on the arms, and a wonderful effort to stop it, but not good enough. Wonderful timing.
Hit hard down the ground. I don't think it'll go for 4. Pretty damp out there. That is a powerful shot from Gibbs. That's to the long boundary. Again, it's pulling up pretty quickly, but he hit it with a lot of power. Good slide and stop. That's nicely played by Graham Smith. Pick up the 2. Well, how easy it is to get injured. Look at that. Please replace Davidson. I don't see too many guys with a sandbag.
There you see again. I mean, there's the divot. There's the Brett Lee smile. There's the enjoyment. Lovely to watch this class side. Still loving it. Still finding enjoyment in a bit of humor.
Yeah, lovely smile. Slashed away, it'll be 4. That's the 50 partnership. And I'm sure the South Africans will be happy with that.
These two have done well. It's wide. He goes for it, gets the outside edge. This probably would have been wide of third slip because they moved that out. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it could have been wide of third slip.
That's well bowled.
Lovely delivery. It really is a wonderful experience to sit here and watch this wonderful fast bowler thinking his way through. There it is. He does it well to keep out. He knows Gibbs plays a lot with the bottom hand, so hoping to get that angle of the bat not coming through straight, and there you see it. Well played by Gibbs.
Gibbs on the pull. McGrath with a smile. It'll end the over. 54 for no loss. Outside edge and dropped. Well. Must be said it was flying though.
it was flying. It's a really good piece of bowling because he had to bowl in that zone. Graham Smith's going for that. He's hit a few good ones. Under normal circumstances, Ponting will be disappointed with that.
I even thought I saw a little bit of swing. Yeah, to his left hand, not easy. Ponting's a good fielder there.
No, he's a superb fielder.
It's hit away by Gibbs through the gap. One go for 4 though.
The crowd having a bit of sparring out there and saying, well, stop. But just what we are talking about, bit of pressure starting to build up. Gibbs needs to keep the momentum going. He knows that. So he goes for the shot, and lucky enough to have it wide, and lucky enough not to hit it in the air. But that's just the build-up of strategy during this period.
Not easy to field. Well, that's Watson. He's got skates on. It's the second time. Marshall Gibbs has to turn. He's run out. He couldn't turn. Just difficult to turn on that pitch. It's a little bit damp, and Bickle does the job, but he's more than happy.
He is delighted. As you can see, the conditions just put different slant on this, looking for it, and then you see Graham Smith then sending him back, struggling to actually turn, and an excellent throw, and Gibbs nowhere to be seen.
Well, Lucia Gibbs, he tried hard to increase that run rate. He's out for 27, just 28 deliveries, mind you, 13 scoring shots, 63 for 1.
Well, that's a good shot. That is a very, very good shot. It wasn't a half volley. The chase is on. Andy Bickle picks up nicely and then puts the brakes on, and good running also. 3 runs.
Well, Nicky Bier's been in pretty good nick since he's been in this side, and played a good knock just a couple of days ago in Port Elizabeth. Clean striker of the ball. Yeah, it's not easy for the quick bowlers with a little bit of moisture around. And that one was hit very, very sweetly through the covers. Good running.
He's had a go at that, and he's hit that very, very well as Nicky Bier smacked it away. 4 runs.
Well, there's just 3 men on the leg side. And Nicky Bier, a little bit too short, pulls it with venom. He's really in good form, is Nicky Bier. Currently on 38.
Inside edge, looking to force on the leg side. He'll take those bonus runs, will Graham Smith. The Australians won't be too happy, but Smith won't mind.
And, oh dear, in between the bat and the body.
Gone over the top. That's a very, very good shot. That's gone for 6. That's a glorious stroke from Nicky Bier. Exactly where he wanted it, right in the slot, and he gave it the treatment. 16 overs gone. 94 for 1.
Well, he's been waiting for that.
That's pulled away very powerfully. That is a wonderful shot from Graham Smith. My word, he hit that with a lot of power.
Now, Pat, he'll be pleased with that shot because he's been battling to get it through that short ball, and here he hit it beautifully, and he just placed it so well.
He's crashed that again through extra cover, and again he gave himself room.
That was a superb shot, gave himself some room, and the first time that ball has raced through extra cover for 4, it's normally held up for 2 or 3.
That's whacked away, middle of the bat, with so much power. Unbelievable.
Well, Graham Smith seems to have been lining it up now. He knows where the gap is. Just watch it. What do you call that shot, Pat?
One hell of a good shot. Wow! Man, then he's hit that hard.
That to me is one of the shots of the day. Absolutely superb. A man in form, a man on top of his game. He comes down the wicket. Full face of the bat. What a beautifully struck shot. Absolutely magnificent.
He's bowled him. He's bowled Graham Smith. And he's ecstatic because it's a big wicket for the Australians.
A thoroughly deserved wicket. He bowled a superb over. Previously, Shane Warne came on and applied pressure, and the pressure started to show. A very well-deserved wicket. Watch it coming through here on line. It's a slight inside edge. Graham Smith is inclined to play not to the totally perpendicular bat. And there we have 73 great runs of 78 balls. 134 for 2 of 22.1 overs.
Oh, beautifully stopped. That's the Australian commitment for you again. Straight over his head. Nobody fielding down there. One bounce, 4 more to South Africa.
I just have a feeling that Jacques Kallis is going to try and target Shane Warne here. He knows that it's not easy for the spinner.
Beautifully played, nobody over extra cover on that line. Struck out the middle.
Oh, it's a marvellous shot.
It certainly is an advantage if you can read this man, Shane Warne. Does bowl them spinning both ways, he bowls that flipper. Oh, beautifully struck. Nobody will stop that.
And again, giving yourself lots of room to slash it away.
11 overs remain, and there's substantial batting to come. Worked away nicely. Chase for the sweeper, definitely 2. Maho, the man, doing the cleaning up. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. Who wants it? Third man comes up and doesn't get a mitt on it. Brett Lee, the man. Well, that's steepled high, high, high above the lights. To be fair, he did have to cover a whole heap of ground, but I don't think he got a touch on that baby. The other way around, this time much finer, and that will go very close to 4, but not all the way. 3 though for the South Africans. 172 now for 2. Always nicked that one, I'm afraid. Doesn't wait for umpire Orchard to give him the old finger. He's on his way. 9 to 5. Beautiful little nibble straight to Adam Gilchrist. Beautifully played 49 though from Nicky Boyer. He really did score 1 run, 1 ball short of 6 to the over. Just trying to push it there for the single, going across him, and Gilchrist happy with that dismissal. 50 balls for that 49. How slow was that slow ball? Slow bounce or what? And they've got 2 out of it. Oh, that takes South Africa to 177 for 3. It was funny.
Well, it must have been if Jacques Kallis smiled at it. He was laughing. Normally, Mr. Iceman is Jacques Kallis.
What happened here? You actually stopped playing, and then I better keep playing. I've never seen that before. That too has gone up in the air, but the man on the boundary's underneath it. And that's out. Jacques Callis departs for 18. Mr. Maher, the catcher.
Well, Jacques Callis had been threatening to get out off that shot against Shane Warne for about 3 or 4 overs. And once too often goes for the sweep. He bounced on him a fraction and got it high up in the bat on the edge. And look at that. Good take from Jimmy Marr. Had his eyes on it all the way. And Shane Warne knows that he's won that battle.
Jacques Callis at 18 took 27 deliveries. Not his most fluent tonight. Oh dear, it's pitched and it's straightened. He's got to go. Absolutely right. Pitched on, spun just a fraction. That's all it took.
That was definitely out. As soon as it hit the pads, I said that's out. It's the one that went straight on the slider. McKenzie. First ball goes for the dreaded sweep as well. Oh dear. Just watch this. Just drifting in slightly, goes straight on, and that's plumb. That's hitting middle and off middle, halfway down.
Yes, I'm afraid you can't stick your paw, your boot straight down the wicket and then miss straight ones. South Africa now 181 for 5.
Gee, that's a good hit. That is a glorious stroke from Jonty Rhodes. Has gone about 12 seats back. Great shot.
It certainly was a big hit. Jonty Rhodes has stepped up to the plate again. How many times he's done it in the series, and young Watson, well, at his pace, he can't bowl there.
Just picks up the length of the ball so quickly, Jonty Rhodes. There's no real fuss. Doesn't worry too much about getting back and across. It's a swivel more than anything. And right out of the screws. On the run, Rhodes. This time, just past Warne. Might have just damaged his thumb.
It's not very hot out there. It's pretty cool, and Shane Warne doesn't like falling around. You can see little smile as well when he went down.
On the full again. Worked on the leg side this time. Damien Martin screaming in. That's good work from Damien Martin. Just the single. That's square on the offside. It's very, very well struck. 4 runs. That's an important boundary.
It is, but it was a poor delivery, it must be said. Really full toss on off stump. You're going to get away with that. Brings the 200 up. Many players around the world will put that away with ease, and Boucher's one of them.
It's leg side and fine. And no fine leg. 4 more.
Shane Watson paying for the inexperience here now. He's been hit through the offside. He's tried to straighten it up. And he's third down leg.
Boucher rocking back, slaps it through extra cover, past the infielder. Andy Bickle converges. 2 runs, that's good fielding from Bickle.
High class shot from Mark Boucher. Keeps the legs still in between shot. Hits it off the back foot with the weight on the front. Good placement, good power.
Full toss and into the crowd. Fine blow again from Rhodes. Rhodes clapping his bat there to that gentleman. Taking a catch in the crowd and Rhodes acknowledging it.
Why not? Not easy to catch those at Newlands when they've gone 60, 70 metres in the middle of the bat. That's the second big one from Rhodes. Wow, what's he doing tomorrow?
Straight back pass, Warren. Mid-on's got some work to do. Brett Lee. And they come back for 2 more, so that is a very, very good over for South Africa. An expensive one. Warren's last. Now he's finished. 36 gone, 224 for 5. Gone airborne, it's flat, it is 2 mid off, and it is caught. That's a very, very good catch by Shane Watson. He's moved in and he's grabbed that comfortably. Gee, that went very, very quickly indeed. Fine catch.
Hit very powerfully. Mark Boucher does hit with a lot of power, but unfortunately straight to the man. He came in pretty quickly. It's not easy to judge those. The crowd behind can lose the ball. Boucher made a good contribution though. 18 or 15. 225 for 6 now.
He's in the slot, it's going down a long off. Shane Watson's getting underneath it and he takes another catch. So that's an important wicket for Australia this time of the innings. Pollock, we know, can be devastating towards the end.
Pollock sad he didn't middle it, just skewed off the edge. He sliced it. McGrath, he'll take the wicket no matter which way. Clearly see Pollock's hands don't follow the line of the ball, and that allows the ball to skew off. Good catch, always difficult to catch at the end of an innings. So Pollock departs, just for 8 of 6 deliveries.
Gee, that's a good hit. That is a lovely strike from Dippenaar. 4 runs. Wow. That is terrific.
Where's he been, Mike? Where has he been? We haven't seen him play like that since 4 games ago. First ball in the middle of the bat, straight down where he should be playing it. Wonderful stroke. Well done, Buddha Dippenaar.
Gives himself some room and he hits that one back on a square for 4 more. That is brilliant stuff from Dippenaar. What a finish. You're right, Pat. We've missed him. He's a wonderful player and he has been sacrificed by the selectors. And South Africa end up with almost that 250 mark. 249 for 7.
Well, Jonty Rhodes, 39 of 24. He's done it again, but what a start from Graham Smith. Thought he played exceptionally well. Nicky Boyer did as well. Again, the pinch hitter role performed.
And look at the partnerships. Good start. 63 off 66 balls. Smith and Gibbs. 71 off 69. Smith and Boyer. And then if we go to the 6th wicket, we'll see 44 of 29 between Boucher and Rhodes. And the Australian bowling, well, McGrath did well. He only picked up 2 wickets though. Warren picked up 2. 1 apiece to Bickle and Watson. 10-minute changeover. See you then. So here we go, 2 slips in position, 2 catches of course inside the initial overs. First ball. Oh, brilliant fielding. Very, very good fielding by Herschel Gibbs. Certainly saved a boundary. I've got some advice to you guys sitting at home. Put your seatbelts on. This is going to be fascinating. Edged and over the top. Over the top and between first and second slip. Graham Smith and Jacques Callis, 4 runs. Bit of good fortune there for Jimmy Marr.
Pitches off, rises, leaves him. Nobody touches it.
It's gone again. That's a good shot. It's over the top of Neil McKenzie. Might as well stop running. That's 4. Where do you bowl to him, Garth? Where do you bowl?
I wonder. A fraction short, perhaps a half a yard short, and bang, fetch it.
It's a unique ability to pick up that ball that is, as you say, Garth, just marginally short. Most guys will be playing back to fences or letting it go through to the keeper. He just pounces on it from the crease, basically, and swats it for 4. a good shot, straight back over the bowler's head. Just a couple of bounces and over the boundary for 4. So that's a good finish to the second over. The last ball, the over from Telemarcus, disappeared straight back over his head for 4.
Length ball. Looking to seam away, and did. Straight back over his head it seemed to.
Toe end of the bat. Good work by Callis. That's in the air. There are 2 fields we get underneath it. One is Neil McKenzie. He's called for it and he's caught it. Sean Pollock has struck. So Jimmy Marr goes. An important start and an important breakthrough for South Africa.
Well, this is how the Australians play. If it's anywhere near up early on, they like to bash it back over your head or bash it over mid-wicket. This time we've been spotting a bit of movement around. Let's have a look. Yes, leaves him. Wrong length to pull. And this one stayed up in the air for a long old while. Stuttering feet, hands together. Oh, thank goodness for that.
So Jimmy Marr goes for 8. Only faced 10 deliveries. Australia now 16 for 1. Edged and gone. Jock Callis has taken the catch. Sean Pollock has got 2 and 2. Smiles galore from the boys in green. And I think that tells a story of how dangerous Adam Gilchrist is in any form of the game.
And the crowd know too that this is a huge wicket for the boys in green. The most dangerous man around. Carbon copy of the first few deliveries that he's faced. Pitches off stump, seams away. And what relief at last. We've got him out without him absolutely annihilating us.
So Adam Gilchrist, he follows Jimmy Marr. He goes for 7. The next 4, Australia now 16 for 2. Swing and a miss. And Pollock thought he had it for a while.
Oh, that was a tingle. Beautiful place to bowl it. Just held its line so nicely, missed by a coat of varnish.
Edged and just wide of the slip. Sean Pollock down to Hayward for a single.
It's that delivery again. Slides across the left-hander. Could so easily have gone to hand.
It's a good shot. He's hit that well. Mananta Hayward's got some work to do. And just the single. That is really good fielding. Look at that return. His throwing's on target.
Yes, he's got a bullet arm, that's for sure, but because of the softness of this outfield.
Looking to advance down the track, and he gets it through Mananta Hayward. Sean Pollock's not too happy with that. That's raced away for 4. Pollock thinks Mananta Hayward should have stopped it.
Well, clearly Bevan doesn't think like I do. I was saying maybe we should see him out. He says, no, let's rather advance and slap it down the ground. And Mananto doesn't get down quite fast enough.
Pull shot. Very good shot. 4 runs. Just short of a length. 7 gone. 33 for 2.
Well, that's up in the air. That should be out. Oh, and he's dropped it. Roger Telemarcus has dropped it. The second delivery from Mananta Hayward. Oh, my word. Will that be expensive?
There was a catch that he should have taken. And here we see it hooking high and up. And it does travel in the air quite a long time, but Roger Telemarcus is right underneath it. And just at the last minute seems to stretch out a little bit. Oh, it comes in short.
Well, he didn't get his hands on it. It hit him on the chest. Not tonight, that's for sure. Pulled away for 4. That'll end an over. a disappointing one for Mananta Hayward. 40 for 2. Struck pretty firmly, but well fielded.
A piece of fielding like that certainly lifts the bowler's spirits. Just have a look at it. Dive full length, difficult surface, extremely well stopped.
That's powerfully struck. Half a hand and Pollock is in anguish. He shouts. He knows how important that is.
Showing a great concern there, very unhappy, and we'll see why. It's a well-struck shot by Shane. Full face the bat, and he really should have had that. I mean, Dippenaar is a very, very fine fielder.
Yes, it's quite important that the fielders realise that if Sean Pollock's in a bowl, he's sixth. He's got to be backed up. It's a big shout. He's given him. Sean Pollock's got his man. That's the third wicket down. Well bowled, Pollock. What a good comeback.
Courageous bit of bowling this, because he bowled roughly the same line except it straightened on him. Let's just have a look at it. Comes forward and hits him in front. That looks out. When he hits it, it looked as though it could have been an inside edge when you watched it live, and you can see him mumbling a little bit, so there's that possibility.
So Australia 56 for 3. Inside edge, that'll run away for 4. Very difficult for Mark Boucher to stop. Bounced well in front of him, I think.
Yes, it just seemed to squatten him a bit. I think he was expecting it to bounce, as you'll see here. Edge, he covers it, and it just it just bounced up the last minute. I was incorrect. Just watch this. It keeps low and then bounces up.
Wonderfully fielded from Jonty Rhodes. The kind of standard we've always come to expect from him. That'll end the 12th, 62 for 3. That's pulled away just slightly short from Callis.
That really was a good shot, that. It wasn't halfway down the wicket. It was just short of back of a length. And Martin latched onto it beautifully. As you can see, wasn't there? He picked it up. Minimal movement. Just watch this pickup here. There it is. Just up over the top, 4 run.
Well, it's a full house at Newlands. Those graphs there show you that Australia have got a bit of work to do. 71 for 3 after 13. The run rate's 5.5. They need 6.9. Mananta Hayward's bowled pretty well. Cut away for 4. Beautifully timed. Mananta Hayward just giving a little bit of width. And that pace, you get a bat on it. Barely races away. Well, could this be the start of the Australian run chase in earnest?
Rhodes into the ground. Good fielding though.
What a series he's had, not only in the field. And his knock today, 39 off 24, was out of the usual top Rhodes draw. 338 runs in this series.
It's a good shot. That's a very, very fine shot. 4 runs. Gee, that's out of the screws and it's raced away like a tracer bullet.
And this was another one out of the top draw from Michael Bevan. Gives himself a bit of room, you see there, comes away and slashes it through the gap on the offside. Wasn't a bad delivery.
Back live. Inside edge, past Mark Boucher. Very fine indeed, and it's going to be a boundary off the first ball of the over.
Well, you need a bit of luck in this game, particularly chasing such a big total. It was wide and Lucky to get away with it was Martin.
Here's Telemarcus back in the attack. He's replaced Mananta Hayward, not too far away from that off stump. Down the track. Butcher Dippenai is going to get close. Wow, what a terrific performance from Dippenai. Didn't quite get there. End result, 2 runs. 6 off 2 balls. 2 pieces of good fortune for Australia.
Well, you've got to give him full marks for this effort, but Dippenai rushes in. He just couldn't make it. Bounced about a foot in front of him.
Sweeper on the offside. Smith's underneath it. Should take the catch and does. Smith is pretty pleased with that. That is a huge wicket. Damien Martin had obviously decided he was going to tee off. And now he's on his way back.
Well, one of the safest pairs of hands in the modern game in South Africa. Graham Smith. He's a good catcher anywhere. Slip. And now in the outfield on the sweeper boundary. He took a very, very good catch. There was a lot of width there. Martin went for it. Didn't quite middle it. And Smith got underneath it. And Callis gets the wicket. And that's a vital, vital one for South Africa.
Damien Martin goes for 24. Australia now 95 for 4.
Just a little bit away. That's it now.
To Rhodes. Crowd thought it was a catch. Hard to get past him, that's for sure.
He does. See how close he gets there. Cuts off the angle.
Slow ball, quick single. Rhodes has got the ball. Direct hit will find Michael Bevan wanting by some distance. The throw went into the ground and then bounced over the stumps. 17 overs gone. 97 for 4. There's a big shout from Roger Telemarcus. Up goes the finger. Roger Telemarcus is very, very pleased with that one. Here's a huge danger man, Ricky Ponting, but not tonight.
Well, that's a huge wicket. Ricky Ponting gone for just one. Roger Telemarcus, the man to do it. Ponting looking back at the screen to have a look at that one. Bowls it from fairly wide, and it does cut back a little bit. Ponting walking across a little bit, but I reckon that's height might be a slight problem there, but Orchard had his finger up very, very quickly.
I think he liked it. So Ponting goes for just one. Australia now 98 for 5. Through the gap between Callis and Rhodes, in the air, catchable height.
He does so well. Jonty Rhodes, who else in that position again?
A really nice bit of fielding out there. It's a bit greasy. You'll see this a little bit of a slip, but look at that. Absolutely magnificent.
That's a wonderful shot of his legs. Now they've started to run slowly. He must have hit it well. He knew it from the beginning.
That was a very fine shot. He knows the pace is there and he made it work for him there. He just turns it off, a full toss, but he played it well.
Harvey, nicknamed the Freak. He does some freaky things. He's known as someone who can... Powerfully struck again. It's well fielded.
A brilliant piece of fielding out there. Just what's required now. They need to keep the pressure on the Australians. And extremely well fielded. Full length dive. Harvey showing why he's in the side yet again. And just keeping it in. Excellent from Callis.
And Jonty Rhodes is misfielded. Can you believe it? Now that you don't see every night. He can't believe it. Nor can Haywood. And nor can I.
Just look at Jonty looking down, absolutely disconsolate. And really for him a very straightforward side. It did bounce a little bit low on that second bounce, as you can see.
It's only one, Jonty. Lots of people have given them away. You're allowed to. That's bowled in. Boyer skidded one on, and he's bowled Harvey. That's a good wicket.
Well, that now is the death knell.
Well, Harvey went back. The ball just skidded on a little bit. It didn't turn much. We talked about it skidding.
It certainly did. You were speaking about that slightly greasy ball, and there you just saw it skid on. Just keep it mildly low, but it pitched middle and off and hit leg. And look at Berger. There's Ian Harvey, 14 of 16 balls. And there go the hopes of Australia, in my view.
That's hit back very powerfully. That nearly took to Haywood's hands off. He's gone for 4, and he's 50. Michael Bevan, just 57 deliveries.
It's what you come to expect from Michael Bevan, but this was a bludgeon. He hit this ball with such immense power, and you'll see on the slow action replay Nancy Haywood really battling to get out the way of that.
He's bowled in. That's good advice from Mark Boucher.
And here we see it. Shane Warne aware that he has to keep those runs ticking along merrily. And here we see a little bit more flight, as the vice-captain had said, coming down to have a heave-ho. And what delight for Berger. What delight. Oh, just magnificent. But really intelligent bowling. And intelligent, Pat, you know that the relationship, there's Shane Warne, a mere 3 runs, but you know the relationship with the keeper is so crucial in any bowler.
In the air, and a wonderful catch. Sean Pollock has put up his right hand and clutched one out the air to get rid of Michael Bevan. Well, that is now definitely the end of the Australian cause.
Well, I haven't seen Pollock look so relaxed and look so happy for so long. Look at him there. And here we have it. Needing to get the one, so just tickling it round the corner, getting a top edge, and there, right outstretched and just taking it beautifully, and sheer delight from now, at long last, the victorious captain.
So Michael Bevan's gone, 55, caught by Pollock or Poyer. Australia 138 for 8. Oh, they have to run. Not in the frame if that one hits. He's nicked that. Probably going to run away all the way for 4. No, sterling work, Jacques Callis. That's a straight over the top of long off. There's a man. Oh, lots of ground covered by Neil McKenzie. He's up there for a long, long time, and for a moment I thought McKenzie might actually get to it.
Well, I'm amazed that it went for 6 when he hit it. I thought it was high up on the bat.
Well, I'm afraid that's 15 love. And it's not 15 love to you either, Mr. Haywood. He's run you down. Big man, Brett Lee.
Well, that's adding insult to injury. Andy Hayward, he had one. Oh dear.
Straight, high, hard, and all the way. 15 rows back, sir.
Andy Bickle, a little bit of flight from Villiers. Bickle connects beautifully. That just keeps going and going.
Rhodes certainly saves one with that dive. That's cut high away. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Boyer was a few, well, I'd say 10 or 12 meters in. It hit so hard. Did he run in off the line, or did he actually hover 15 meters in? Let's have a look if we can see. Yes, he's been... Oh, yeah. He was 15 or 20 meters in.
He looked as though he had it.
Oh, that's straight up in the air. A hand on it. But a terribly difficult catch for the captain. Cracked away. Cracked away all the way to the back. Kellis might have thought he'd scared him off after belting him on the elbow and then hitting him once more in a similar area, which went for runs, but Brett Lee is certainly up for this challenge. He's bowled him. Down the wicket he goes. Brett Lee just a bridge too far. Played quite beautifully though for those 28 runs or 27 balls. Australians needing 9,4 of the over, and I'm afraid it is just about done. Trying to work that one through the leg side, fatal mistake. A little bit of turn and back to the hut you go.
Well, again, it was the flighted delivery, similar to the one that Villiers dismissed Shane Warne with. And Brett Lee is gone. Good little knock that, 28 and 28 balls.
Down the wicket he goes, and it is all over. South Africa have at last won a one-day international against these Aussies. They have been formidable here, but at last a well-deserved victory for the South Africans. Nicky Boyer with his best ever, 6 overs, 4 for 21 on a memorable night.
And that's the last wicket. McGrath just going down, a little bit of turn for Villiers, and Boucher does the rest. So a comfortable win in the end. Well, some very good batting up front by the South Africans. Villiers' 5 for 21 were just magnificent figures on a night when it wasn't easy for spin bowlers.
Never really got into it. Fall of the wickets too regular, and no partnerships really to talk about. The third wicket 40, for the fourth wicket 39. So when you're chasing 250, you really have to have partnerships of 70, 80 to make a difference. The South African bowlers, well, tonight they were 100% better than they were in Port Elizabeth. 3 for 28 for Sean Pollock at his magnificent best.
Yeah, it was great to win the last game, and we can maybe look back and say we're only as good as your last game. That's what we're clinging on to at this stage. But Australia really did play well throughout the series, and I'd like to congratulate them on behalf of us. I thought they were superb throughout and justified winners, and just like to wish them well on their journeys back home.
The Stanek Man of the Match award. The spell of bowling from the Wynberg end by South Africa's Nicky Boyer was enough to get him the Stanek Man of the Match award.
It was the wicket just helped a little bit with skidding the ball onto the wickets, and especially with the wet ball, it wasn't really too much turn, so it actually just skidded on.
How important was it for you guys tonight to set something of a record straight?
Well, we needed a win, and we got it tonight. And I think the way the boys played, came back in the last couple of games was quite nice to see.
Michael Bevan was obviously a key wicket for you, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. It was actually, if he left it alone, it could have been a wide, but it happens.
Now, the final match of the series always brings us to the man of the series, and the Stanek Man of the Series award adjudicated by members of the media. Australia's captain Ricky Ponting had led his side in his first ever series and had scored 100 and taken part in some very, very important partnerships. And Ricky Ponting collects the Stanek Man of the Series award.
Oh, very proud of the way the guys have performed right through the tour. The test matches were very good for us, and we played some great cricket in the one-day series as well, so I couldn't be happier with the way things have gone.
Ricky Ponting, who collect the trophy and a cheque for 100,000 rand. Ricky Ponting, captain of Australia. Congratulations to Australia, the world champions. And they've come to South Africa and set a new standard. It is next year, though, that it all counts for all the teams in the world as they come for the World Cup. And that wraps up the presentation and the international season in South Africa. We'll have more for you next year.